stars. The situation with Keke Palmer's ex-boyfriend has gotten even worse. He was ordered to turn over his hand pew pew to police after the actress accuses him of abuse. Keke Palmer's ex-boyfriend, wow, look, he has a name, Darius Jackson, was ordered to immediately turn over all weapons in his possession. The restraining order is only temporary, and Palmer obtained it against Jackson. Jackson must stay 100 yards away from Palmer and their 8-month-old son. 8 months! In addition, the actress was granted sole custody until further notice. A hearing has been scheduled for December 5th, where Palmer can argue to make the order permanent. You know, the fact that there's photos and videos of old boy in action, I think makes that pretty much a slam dunk. You know, unprovoked, she's tiny. Why on earth would you even have a reason? But anyone who's familiar with the whole culture of 16s and 304s, right? Most important thing is that someone breaks your mind, right? Tries to isolate you, tries to give you low self-esteem so that they can run your pockets, run your life, make you less than you were, right? You got the baby. Baby's very pretty. You don't need him. And from reports, it seems like his brother is the same. I'll put it like that. But Palmer and Jackson dated from 2021 until she broke things off for good in October 2023. In her petition for the restraining order, Palmer told the court Jackson owned a pew-pew. She said he had previously threatened to unalive himself with a pew-pew if I left him. As part of the order, the judge said Jackson had 24 hours after being served with the order to turn over his weapon to local law enforcement. I wonder, is it registered? Philadelphia Negro. Is it registered? The pew-pew will be stored while the case plays out in court. As reported in her bombshell court filing, Palmer claimed Jackson had been abusive throughout their relationship, right? She talked about the typical narcissist things, the love bombing, there just isn't daylight between you and them, right? But we didn't forget what he did to his ex, including unaliving his own child in the womb. So what's all this? Now you're so intense about family and being a husband when you're not a husband. You didn't do that part. You didn't buy a ring. You didn't propose. You're not a husband. You're a donor of you know what. Palmer detailed a recent incident on November 7th where he allegedly entered her home unannounced. Palmer said he demanded she allow their son to come to a football game. At 8 months, the actress said she refused, which infuriated Jackson, and that's where we got these just awful, awful, awful pictures. But, the courage it takes to hold yourself firm in the face of someone who, I'm sure there are moments where, you're working, you're supporting the family, because as far as I can see, he don't work. But yet, as much as it would be great to have a stay-at-home dad who would help and do that stuff and free you up to do your other stuff, it wasn't that. No, he wants to be one of them Hollywood F-boys who runs the streets, runs your pockets, and then the child is just like a Rolex watch, an Audemars Piguet. He wants all his boys to see, yeah, look what I did. Because there aren't any other accomplishments, are there? This is it. This is the best you'll ever do, probably in your whole life, especially now that you ruined your life and your reputation and people are figuring out, oh, there's a name. So when we see it in an audition, we can, well, isn't that guy? Yeah. Oh, thanks for coming by. Thanks. She said he was yelling, leaning into me, getting into my face. At that point, he lunged at me, grabbing at my neck and face, knocked me backwards over the couch, stole my phone out of my hands, and then ran out of the house. Right? Take the phone so she can't call anyone, can't call authorities. Take the phone so that What are you looking through her phone? Pathetic. But, sis knows we've all been there, right? Whether it doesn't matter who it is, someone who wants to control you and control your life and destroy your property because they want their way. They want their foot on your neck. Meanwhile, I'm sure he's probably, being supported by her. Correct me if I'm wrong. She said, quote, "The police were called and arrived before Darius left. After interviewing me, my sister, and Darius, they made him leave and warned him not to come back."